I'm naked.
Baby fever. All right, so I'm just going to jump right into these questions. So, if you guys don't, some people don't know who you are. So if you just want to like introduce yourself real quick, and then I'll go right into the questions.
Okay. You want me to tell my story or just who I am?
Yeah, you tell your story.
Okay. I'll tell like the short version.
Okay.
My name is Krystin Kirkendall. I'm a presidential diamond, and I joined this company in April of 2015. And I joined whenever my other daughter Ella was 4 months old, and my husband had been in between jobs and just really, really needed something. So I just jumped all in. I knew that I had to make this business work. It was like if it was going to work, it was how and when. So I just like jumped right in and started posting and messaging, and I went diamond in 60 days, and then it just kept going from there. And before my first year is when I went presidential. I think it was 11 months, and that's like the short version of my story, I guess. Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. Just sing for them.
Okay. So I'm going to jump right into these questions. Are you okay, baby?
Happen right now.
It's like, feed me, mom. Do you start a normal conversation with someone in direct messenger before ever bringing up the products or business opportunity, or do you just cold message your followers with a script?
I message them with a script. I scroll down on my followers to the very bottom, and I just start messaging the people who I follow back. And yeah, that's what I do every single day. I try to message 10 people an hour until I get to 100, or sometimes I'll do like 50 in the morning and 50 at night if I don't message during the day. And that's what works for me. I'll never stop doing it because it works, obviously, for me.
So you aim for 100 a day?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Which sounds like a really not that bad.
It's really not. Like, we were just doing a power hour before this, and I was like, do 10 messages on Instagram, and then go do 10 on Facebook, and then go follow 100 people, and then go add people on Facebook, and then go back and message 10 people on Instagram, and then go message 10. And if you do that for like an hour straight, you message at least 100 people.
Yeah, and something that helped me, like whenever I was a lot busier during the day, the night before, I would write down 100 list. Like I would just go through my followers and write down 100 people, and then I just message them from my list the next day. So that makes it go by a lot faster if you have more time in the evening.
Yeah, for sure. I know a couple of other people that do it that way too. Like just like have the people they're going to message already written out, so you don't have to like sit and scroll. Perfect. What is your number one tip with staying organized?
Oh man, so I'm a organization queen. Can't stand not being organized. So what I do is I write down everybody who is interested, and I write their name down, and how we talked, Instagram, Facebook, text message, and then I write down the product that they're interested in. So that makes my following up so much easier. And then I also do something when I message people. I get their phone number right off the bat. So as soon as they respond to my message, I'm like, okay, great. What's your number? I'll text you. It's easier than direct messaging. And so as soon as I get their phone number, then I can put their name in my phone as so-and-so, PLC. And then I also put their picture on there. So it helps me like know who they are. But I'm
good with a good one. Picture. I don't do the picture.
It helps me relate to them and like know them better, if that makes sense.
Remember which person you're talking to. That's so good.
Yeah, and I just get it off of their Instagram. It takes like 2 seconds. And then also in there, if you have an iPhone, I know for sure you can do this. You can go to add profile, and there isn't an option for Instagram, but you can make a new section like in your contacts. And so I'll add profile, Instagram, and then I write their Instagram name so that way I can always look it up if I need to.
Oh, that's good too. I
And
know
I also,
the picture thing is really good because I do the same thing. I do PLC and then their name and then like PDT and their name and then I'll write like something random about them. But then there's like 20 of them and I'm like, I don't even remember which person I'm messaging right now.
yeah. And then also in the notes, like I write down what product they were interested in.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, love that. That's really good. How do you follow up with people when they stop responding to your message? For instance, I send some product info to them, but they do not respond back stating what they'd be interested in.
I usually say, I would just say something like, were you interested in any of those products? Or, hey girl, did you read my message? Or did you get my message? Like, I just keep it simple and just try to get their attention again and be like, hey, maybe the other day wasn't a good time for you. Is now a better time to talk? Like, always do something like that.
Pay attention to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
still here.
Hello, it's me.
I'm not afraid to just message people until they write me back. Like, that doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, I like message people until they block me.
Yeah, me too. Well,
like, some people must literally look and be like, I swear this girl has wrote me 17 times, but I can't see any of her other messages because I like always delete one. Like if they don't respond, I delete it and send a new one.
Yeah, I do that.
They must be so confused. Like I swear I opened up a message from this girl last week. Okay. Oh, this is good. How do you deal with team members saying that no one wants our products or that they're too expensive?
Message more people. Sorry, that's kind of blunt, but I just feel like you reach out to, so like I said, I reach out to 100 people a day. I'm not getting 100 responses. I'm not getting 50 responses. I'm not getting 40 responses. Normally I'm getting maybe 10 to 12 responses out of those 100 people. And then from there, I might sign 2 of them or get a date from 2 of them. Like that's why planting seeds is so important. And you just have to keep messaging because as soon as I message someone, I notice that they are now liking my pictures, they're paying attention. And so like the more people you message, the more chances you have to sign a customer. So if somebody tells me that they don't have the money or what was the example? Like they don't like the products or something?
If they say that no one wants them or they're too expensive.
Yeah, if someone tells me that, I'm like, okay, on to the next one. I just keep going. I don't let anybody that tells me no affect my mindset, and I just keep messaging other people. There's so many people in this world, especially on social media. There's so many people that you can reach out to, so don't just limit yourself.
Right.
And don't let people get in your head. Like literally, do not let anybody get in your head. And just because one person says that the products are expensive doesn't mean everybody thinks that.
So true. Like there's like how many million people on Instagram and like I have like 6,000 followers. Like it's just such a small number compared to the amount of people that are on there. So
yeah,
that's really good.
And like Pam always says, somebody's turning 18 every single day.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I actually am signing up a girl who I've been talking to. She just turned 18 and she's going to sign up for the Fat Fighters. That
yes,
like keep following up with people. How do you get your distributors to make life posts or make them understand the importance of them?
Okay, so what I did, and this is something new that I tried that I really, really liked. I have, like obviously last month was crazy with distributors, and I have them all in a newbie chat. But I just said, why did you join this business? Plain and simple, why did you join? They all wrote me these long reasons about why they joined, and I said, you just wrote a life post. Like, do you realize that's how easy it is? A life post is just telling people why you joined and what you want out of this business. And they just wrote it without even knowing. And I feel like that shows them that you don't have to put a lot into it. Like you just have to literally just, why did I join? And like go from there. And it's okay to be repetitive. I say the same thing. Whoa, I just went black.
I know. I'm like, what just happened? The lights went out.
My hall light is out, so my computer is my light.
Oh,
And it's dimmer. But yeah, I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. There's nothing even in there. Let me tell her to make her bottle real fast.
okay.
Hey, babe, can you please make her a bottle? Right now. Sorry. Hold on, he's coming.
She's like, what are you talking about, Mom? This is not even me.
It's right here.
I think like a good chunk of girls on here have kids. It's okay.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna scream until he comes back. It's okay. It's okay.
She's such a little chunk. Look at her. Oh, I just want to squeeze her little legs.
I know, all these rolls.
Oh my God.
Still has leg rolls.
What?
Ella still has leg rolls and she's almost 3.
She's so stinking cute. Layla and Bentley don't have an ounce of fat on them. I've never seen anything like it. Layla is almost 6 years old, and she weighs 40 pounds.
That's crazy. Ella weighs 32 pounds.
And she's 3?
Almost. Like, she's 2.5, so she's not even.
Layla just broke the 40 mark this year. She's
okay.
Yeah, I know.
Now that she's kind of quiet. Oh, you're gonna scream.
Hi, Ella.
Can you say hi?
How you doing, girlfriend? She's like, no. It's because he's a guy. It's fine.
Hold on.
Hi, Ella.
Hi.
Are you running around naked?
I'm on a Zoom.
I'm on a Zoom.
He's just standing there shaking it for 10 minutes. Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, well,
we were talking about the life posts.
Yeah, so I just told them like to write out why they joined this business because, like I always say, like nobody joins this business because they're rich. Obviously, like you join this business for a reason. No matter if you just want to shop more or if you need an income or you want to quit your second job, whatever it is, like you can just talk about that, and that's your life post right there. So that's something that I do that has helped a lot. Okay. And that's how I assign distributors is life posts. Like in April, I had like kind of strayed away from life posts. I don't know why, but I just did. I think it's because I felt like I was on repeat too much. Well, in April, I started doing it again, and I signed more distributors that month than I had all year, and it was from my life posts.
Yeah. Life posts are so important. Just posting in general is so important. Like, if you're like going to be working your business by cold messaging your followers, if you're not posting, like I told my girls tonight that were on the Power Hour Zoom, I was like, if you're not posting about the products and the business, these people are going to have no clue what you're talking about when you're cold, like sending them a message about your products. They're going to be like, what is this girl even talking about?
Yeah, they go hand in hand because also they might think you're spam. Good night. Love you. They might think you're spam if you don't. So, like, if they look at your profile and you have nothing, they're like, what is this?
Yeah, for sure. What do you do for self-development?
Sorry, I'm really confused. Did you put Ella to bed? I thought he was putting her to bed, but her light is on and her door's open. So, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I read, so I get self-development books. I can't like listen to somebody on audio tapes. Like I can't focus that way. So as soon as I wake up in the morning, I'll read like 10 pages or a chapter. I don't like take too much time doing it just because like, you know, kids in your face and whatnot. So hi. I thought you were going to bed. You can go lay with Dad until I get off here. And so I just do like a chapter in the morning or 10 pages, and then I'm done for the day.
What are some of your favorite books that you've read?
So it takes me forever to read a book, and I'm going to be completely honest. I get so sidetracked. So I'll like be in the middle of a book and I'll start a new one, and then I'll go back like that. I'm really bad about that. But You Are a Badass is my #1 favorite. I know
it says that. I've been reading that book for like 7 months.
Oh, me too. Like I'm not even. I just keep rereading it, I think, because I don't even know where I left off. And then there's one, You Are a Badass at Making Money. And right now I'm reading Chase the Lion, and I've read 2 pages, but I've heard that it's really good.
I'm listening to that on Audible.
Yeah, I just can't listen to books. I don't know.
I can only do it in the car. If I'm like sitting at home, I can't. But in the car, I can do it. If I'm like sitting at my desk, I'm not paying attention. But when I'm driving, I just space out. I've listened to a lot of books on Audible, actually, in the car. Whatever.
Yeah.
How do you keep yourself and your team motivated?
So I don't really feel like you can motivate your team. You can't. I'm sorry. Good Lord, I'm so sorry. Oh, I told her she could lay with you till I went to bed. I told her she could lay with you till I was done. Go, you can go. I'm so sorry, guys. Like,
Okay.
one man circus over here. Okay, so what I do, like, people, you can't make somebody work. You can't make somebody want to do this business. You just cannot do that. And so what I do is I just keep messaging them. I give my team tasks and posts to use, and I try to, get them excited just by like who's going to send a customer today, or, I just talk to them. But if somebody on my team, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. She's so tired. You'll probably hate me right now.
No, you're fine.
I wish I could mute her.
It's fun.
Huh? Okay, that would be amazing. Okay, I'm gonna take her in there real fast. Hold
Oh, excellent.
on. Okay.
You guys know about this mom life. It's fine. Well, some of you do anyways. Oh.
Okay, I'm back. So I like my kind of rule that I follow, general rule, is that I will text somebody 5 times, and if they don't respond to me after 5 times, I just kind of leave them alone. That's for people who are on my team. So I don't try to like beat it out of them or like force them to do this, because they're gonna do it whenever they want to and how they want to. But I'm always there like to encourage them, and I always let them know like I'm here to help if you decide like you want to start working. But the first thing that I tell people whenever they sign up is, hey, this is what we're going to do. Like, I'm going to add you to this, this, and this. It's Jade. I don't know if you have Jade's message for when she signs people up. Yeah, like,
I'll go at your pace, like I'll match your pace type thing.
Yeah, so I send that. And that kind of helps me. And I also get their goals so that I know, like, if they just want to order products or if they want to go diamond or whatever their goals are. That kind of helps you read the people and how hard they're going to work.
That's really good.
But I just don't think you can motivate your team. Like, I know it's frustrating if your team isn't doing anything or you feel like they're just like not motivated, but you will wear yourself out and you'll lose like your passion for this business if you spend your time trying to get people to work, because they're not going to do it until they're ready.
So true. And I think that's like right now where we have this like $10 promotion, so many people signed up, but so many people aren't working. And I think it's hard for some of the newer people to say like, well, I got myself charted for diamond, but I have like maybe an emerald chart that's like actually doing something, and it like, it's normal for people to quit. Like I would say, like if I enroll 5 distributors in 1 month, probably like 3 of them are like really going to do something and the other 2 are just going to like go MIA. It's just on a larger scale because people were like mass enrolling last month. But it's so normal for people to sign up and do nothing.
Something that helped me was, because obviously when all these people enrolling, you're just charting to the next promotion. I just went through the other day and I just erased people that aren't going to do anything, because I felt like so much weight was lifted off my shoulders whenever I did that. And I just don't worry about those people. Like, I just focus on the people who are going to work. Like, you need 5 people to go, ambassador. You need 5 good working people that have their charts and their legs. Like, it takes 5 people. And so I feel like you are way better off spending your time and focusing on people who are actually helping and wanting this and working than you are like trying to drag people along with you, because I've been through that before and I've tried to do that, and you just wear yourself out so bad, and it's overwhelming and it's frustrating, and I just don't think it's worth it at all. Even though it's hard, like I still have a hard time with it. I'm just like, why do you not do this? Like, you don't see what you have in front of you. Like, people just don't understand what this business can do, but that's not your fault. It's just something you have to just kind of figure out how to handle, because it is hard. Like, it's not easy to just be like, okay, bye. Like, you want them to want it as bad as you do, but not everybody does.
Yep, it's so true. I think especially like in the beginning, we all like had a hard time with that, like being able to let go of the people that aren't working. And I know like whenever my like diamond chart fell apart and like I had to get out a brand new one, when I finally like broke down and got out a new one and was like, okay, I'm going to rechart myself. It was so hard. But then when I finally did it, it was like relieving. Like, okay, like I did this once, I'm going to do it again,
And even
otherwise you're like beating a dead horse every day and it just kills your morale.
Yeah, and like even like the people that I used that were on my chart when I went presidential, I have 2 of those people now still. And those 2 people have been with me since like the first week. So they're probably not going anywhere. But I had so many diamonds and emeralds and doubles, I were just like, I'm not doing this anymore. So it's so normal, and it happens.
Yeah, for sure. I have 2 people on my chart right now I have 2 people on my double diamond chart that were on my diamond chart, and one of them is Jamie. All the rest of the people are all new. So it's totally normal. How do you train your new DTs? I mean, I think you kind of like went over this. You send them like a thing and then you get them added to the pages and you like give them a post and give them a script.
I give them a post, the one that's like 6 product testers or whatever.
Yeah.
And I tell them to message. Tell them to write down 25 people to message their friends and family, and I just type up like in the moment a more personal message than just like a cold message when you first start, like for your friends and family.
Yeah.
And I have a newbies chat every month, and I separate it into months so they're all like kind of on the same pace, and that helps a lot too. That actually helps me a lot, but I don't make a chat until I've signed like at least 2 or 3 people. That way it's not just one person in there. Like, I might as well.
Right.
So I just wait until I sign a couple people, then I make like a newbies chat.
I think that's good too. Like I did that last month because I enrolled so many people and I was like, I can't try to individually like message all these people. I'm going to lose my mind. So I made like a June enrollments chat type thing. So like all the people that signed up then, and then this month I'll put the July people in a chat too.
Yeah, and I also try to get a lunch party scheduled ASAP, and I just do it through Facebook. If they live close to me, local, within like an hour or 2, like I'll do a wrap party at their house if they want me to, or we can just do it on Facebook. And basically I just
live.
Yeah, I just have them create an event, and I just go live about the products, and I just like get out my favorite products and talk about them. And then I go through the party pad kind of. I'm not really like a party pad person, but I haven't even looked at the new one, so maybe it's more helpful. But I need
to order the new one. Do you have the new one? Did they send it to you because you're like VIP Elite?
No, I thought that it was just online.
Is it? I thought you have to order it.
thought Jade said that it was on. I don't know. Maybe it's not.
I'll
But
have to look.
I just go through a live video. It takes maybe 20 minutes, and then I just do the launch party for them because I feel like that helps a lot.
Yeah, for sure. How do you get your new distributors to get plugged into training videos, Zooms, and your team page?
I don't. I mean, I just tell them like how awesome they are and how much they're going to learn from it. But it's kind of like dragging people with you. Like you're going to see the people who are willing to work this business. They're going to get on there without you having to even say anything.
Exactly.
With my newbies, like when they first started, they didn't really know what Zoom was. So like to get them on Zoom, I kind of do like, I'm like, hey, there's a newbie Zoom tonight or whatever Zoom it is when they first join. Whoever's on, send me a screenshot and I'll do a little giveaway, like something so simple, just so that they can get on and see what it's all about.
Yeah.
And then the more apt to get on later.
I just like tell people, I'm like, okay, download this. You're going to download this app. It's called Zoom. You're set up a free account and it's kind of like Skype, but with a group of people, and you can just, you'll be muted and you turn your camera, you can turn your camera off and you're just going to sit and listen. Like it's just going to be a training and you're just going to listen, but you're going to be able to see, you know, me or Jade or whoever it is live.
Yeah.
So, cause people are like, what's a Zoom? Like, what the hell is that? You already said this. At what point do you stop reaching out to a DT who isn't working? You said you message them 5 times. And if they don't answer, then you're done.
Yeah, like if they haven't responded to me 5 times in a row, then done.
Do you like kind of like in that last message just feel like, hey, like I just am reaching out again? You know, if you decide that you want to do this, like message me, I'm always here. Or do you just like what does that last message reach out look like?
Kind of depends, but I'm just like, normally, like what I just say is something like, hey, like, is there anything you're having trouble with? Is there anything you want to talk to me about? I noticed you haven't been responding, so I just wanted to check in with you. Just something like that, and it changes like per person, but that's pretty much what I say, and then from there they can just be like, I just don't want to do it, or
yeah.
I just like, people don't want to say like, I don't want to do this, like, so I don't know. That's why I just give them 5 times, because obviously if they're not writing me back, they don't want to do this.
Yeah. I mean, I would rather someone just tell me like, listen, like I just decided I really don't think this is for me. Like, I'm not going to sit here and beg you to do it. Like, if you're not into it, but just let me know so that like, I'm not having you in the side of my mind, like as another, you know, like it's like another person that you need to follow up with. And like, if you don't want this, I can be focusing my attention on other things.
Yeah.
I told my girls that were on our Zoom earlier, I sent out a message last night because, you know, a lot of the people that signed up last month were like MIA, and I just messaged them and was like, hey girl, like, so I just have like straight up question, like, you know, do you want to do this and be successful and like actually build a business, or did you just sign up for the $10 wraps?
Yeah.
Like just super blunt, like just let me know, you know, because like I don't want to be pouring my time in, you know, into writing into like a chat that's just like crickets, you know. Like if you want to do this, like let's do it. And then I just like let them know, like you only have the people that responded. I was like, listen, like you have 30 days to get that $100, and if you qualified for all these bonuses, and like you're already halfway through that now. So if you are serious and want to do this, like let's get to work, because your window is getting smaller. So, I mean, a couple of people wrote back to me and said they wanted to do it. They were like, okay, but they didn't freaking post today. So whatever. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and beg you to do it. Like you said, the people that want to do it will do it. And I see the emerging, like you can go in your eSuite and in your downline activity and see where your emerging people are, because they're the people that are enrolling. They're the people that are active in the chat and asking questions and on the Zooms and stuff. It's just, not everybody's going to do it. That's why we don't have a lot of paid reps in this company, because not everybody will do it. Can you give a quick overview of what you do to work your business each day? You already said how much cold messages you send out. Do you have like a certain amount of follow-ups that you do every day with potentials? And then like, how do you balance working with your team and and, building your own business?
So my routine basically goes, first thing whenever I wake up, the first thing I do, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, so this is different for everybody, but I'm still a busy person. So I wake up and I make a post. Like, that's my first thing, is I make a live post first thing in the morning. And then I do my 10 pages in my personal development book, like I was saying. And then I have alarms on my phone every hour to message 10 people, because if I didn't have alarms, I wouldn't do it. I just need to be reminded. So as soon as our alarm gets off, like, I normally stop what I'm doing and I start messaging people. And then around noon is whenever I do my next post. And then I kind of just talk to my team like throughout the day whenever I think about it, or like if they're asking questions. I check in with them at least, like my leaders, like I'll check in with them like every other day or two. And then I don't like hound people every single day. I also have an accountability chat for my team, which I strictly say, like, there are no questions to be asked in this chat. There's nothing in here besides me giving you a message to send out every hour. And so I'll be like, round one, send this message to 10 people on Instagram. I give them a script, comment when you're done. They'll comment. And then I do that just so it keeps everybody accountable. And people who can't do it right then, they'll be like, okay, caught up on rounds 1 through 4, blah, blah, blah. I just keep it like really strict and to the point. But it helps them with like seeing like what it actually takes to work it, to message. And I don't know, like if it weren't for messaging, I don't even know if I would ever sign customers. So I'm dead serious.
Me too. Distributors message me, customers rarely message me.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I only message for customers. And I just do that, and then I do like 4 posts a day. And then I follow people like as I'm laying in bed at night. And then every day within some time, like I don't have like a certain time or anything I do this, but I take 10 to 15 minutes to interact on Instagram. It's so huge to interact on Instagram. Like, you gain so many more followers that way. But I just scroll through my timeline and I'll just take like 10 to 15 minutes and comment and like on people's posts on my timeline.
That's really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I got Courtney Bohr, and let me tell you, she has 32,000 followers. So she knows.
You what?
I got that from Courtney Bohr, and she has 32,000 freaking Instagram followers. And they just like skyrocketed. I was like, what is going on with your Instagram?
Is your Instagram public or private?
Mine?
Yeah.
I go back and forth. If I'm following a lot, I put it on public or private. If I'm not, I put it on public. Like, I don't know. I just kind of go back and forth.
You get new followers when you're on public? Because I wasn't, but I know like that's how Cassie does the same thing. Like, she'll turn it off and then turn it back on. And then I know like God, why can't I talk? Carrie Young, she has like 30,000 followers and her page is public. And then like Alyssa Billiou, like she has like 80,000 followers and she's public. Yeah. So like, I don't know, do you get more followers when you're public? Is it a lot of distributors that are following them?
I don't really get a lot of distributors. I'm sure like, well, I know Alyssa like blocks distributors because I got blocked whenever I liked one of her posts.
Sarah Neerman blocked me and I'm friends with her. Yeah. I'm like, you just blocked me on Instagram, and she's like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't even really pay attention. Like, I don't really care. I block people if I notice that they're distributors sometimes, but I don't really care. Yeah. But I think
I'm nervous about people messaging my followers because I know that not everybody builds this business with integrity. That's my only thing about having my thing on public, because I know that happened to Courtney actually.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing that makes me nervous about being on public is like, I don't want people reaching out to my, like, you know what I mean? Like taking my hard work that I've been putting in and like, just,
yeah.
Because some people are shady.
I definitely think if you have less than like 5,000 followers, your Instagram should not be public.
I'm at like 6,300 ish.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I just go back and forth. You just have to do what works best for you.
Do
I
you
mean, it's
hashtag though?
mm, sometimes there's this app. Hold on, let me tell you what it's called. You might have it. It's
Because
called.
I feel like I've been at like a plateau with my followers. Like I can't hit 6,500 to save my freaking life.
Oh, I do that all the time. But then I'm at 10.1K for like a month. I swear.
Well, that's really good.
Command.
That's what the
On
app's called.
Yeah, Command. It grades your Instagram.
Oh yeah, someone posted about that. My Instagram had a bad grade.
Well, I paid for like the premium whatever, so it tells you how to fix it. I
Oh
really
really? I'll pay
yeah.
for it. Whatever. It's a tax write-off.
Yes.
I never paid for apps until I started this business. I literally the first app I ever bought was Facetune, and it was when I started It Works. So
That's funny.
okay, command. Let me write that down because I had it and then I deleted it. But
Okay, my
I want my
screaming.
profile to be on point. Okay, so oh, excellent. How do you balance your kids and work? My 2-year-old recently started getting frustrated every time I pick up my phone. I'm trying to find a balance so he's not ignored, but also understands that I'm working.
So, I man, it's kind of a hard question. Um, I don't know. Like I like honestly messaging 10 people an hour. I'm not on my phone that much. Like I will just sit down. It takes me maybe 10 minutes um, to message and do that, and then set make your time 100% what you're doing. So if I'm working my business, I'm working my business 100%. Except for Zooms because sometimes I have screaming kids and things like that. But in real life at home, like if I then I'll take time. Like I'm gonna play with my daughter right now. Like I'm gonna spend time with her, floor time, whatever we need to do, and then I'll move on to something else. Like I'm not just like on my phone constantly throughout the day because I feel like then your time is just like spread out and you can't really focus on what you're doing. So I focus my attention on what I'm doing at that moment and it helps me like balance everything better. Okay, my child is screaming bloody murder, so I'm gonna go see what is going on.
Okay.
But they're like, how many questions are there if it's just gonna be a second?
There's just 3 more.
Okay. Okay. Tyson, I'm almost done.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. He gets up super early for work, so that's why he's already in bed.
Oh my gosh. Okay. How do you get your new DTs? I feel like okay. How do you get your new DTs to understand that they need to be posting, and also how do you show them the right way to not be spammy? I mean, I feel like the post for customers page is doing that right now, guys.
Yeah.
There's not spammy posts in the post for customers page, and all the new posts are freaking amazing.
Okay, hold on. He's like texting me.
He's probably like dying in the other room right now.
Yeah. So I check their Instagrams, and if they're spammy, I'm like, hey, can I give you some advice? Like, I'm just nice about it. I just ask them first, and they're like, yeah, sure. What is it? And then I'll just say, your Instagram looks like try not to have it so much. It works like spammy, and I'll just send them an example of this is yes, this is no. Like my Instagram versus some spammy person, and that's all I do. Like I'm just honest with them if their profile is spammy, and I kind of explain to them why.
Yeah, for sure. I do the same thing. How many times do you follow up with someone that doesn't respond before you stop? Do you just follow up until they block you or like order?
Or tell you to shut up, yeah.
Okay, and then last question: How do you keep yourself organized? I'm gonna organize differently. How do you keep your when you're out and about doing stuff? How do you like keep yourself accountable for like making sure that you're like sending out your 10, messages every hour when your alarm is going off. Like, I know I struggle with this personally. Like, if we're at the beach, like I'm not on my phone, so I'm not like working. You know what I mean?
So if I know that I'm going to be doing something the next day, I get everything ready the night before. I get all my posts ready. I just type them up and have them ready for the next day. And then I also will wake up early and message like 50 people. And then I will, before I go to bed, message 50 more, just like at a time, but kind of at like a slower pace.
Gotcha. Perfect. Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm so sorry. Like, I was kind of
late. It's already 10:30 almost. Oh, it's 9:15 where you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Like keeping everyone up super late. Thank you so much, Kristen, and go relieve Tyson of that baby.